everybody. So I just made smoothies for the boys using all of our fresh fruit because we get fruit delivered to the house. Flying my fruit bowl. And so I made them a smoothie out of apples, strawberries, bananas, blueberries, and spinach. And it reminded me that Eric used to make me, there's a freaking fly in my house, I swear, it's making me so angry. Anyway. Eric, when I was pregnant, would make me a smoothie every day. He was trying to get me all the protein and vitamins that I needed. So he was like just the most amazing partner that has ever lived when I was pregnant. Oh my God, you know what? But side note, I just got this thing. I've been trying to set my camera up on random stuff. I'm such a mess. I just got this in the mail so that I don't have to randomly try to balance my camera on cans of beans anymore. I can just keep it on my tripod. So hold on a second. Oh my God, this is life-changing. I can't believe I've been vlogging and basically been a YouTuber for freaking 12 years and never owned one of these little tiny tripods. Life-changing! Why have I not ever used this? I am so stupid. Anyway, so here's the blender that I made the smoothie in for the boys, but then I remember this smoothie that Eric used to make for me, and it was banana, peanut butter, and chocolate, but it wasn't really chocolate, it was just like a little bit of cacao chips in there, and he put protein powder in there because we were trying to get me as much protein and weight kind of as possible. It worked because I gained 70 pounds when I was pregnant. It was so delicious, and I loved it, and I was like, oh my God, I want that, so I'm gonna try to recreate it. He kind of told me how he made it. We also used to put, I'm remembering, a ton of spinach in there because I had an iron deficiency when I was pregnant. And if I didn't eat a ton of iron, like the second I'd wake up, I'd have to take an iron pill and I'd have to eat a bunch of like spinach or anything that had tons of iron in it or I would faint. God, pregnancy was wild. It was wild. I feel like every day I remember something crazy about pregnancy, but if I didn't take my iron pills and eat iron immediately when I woke up, I would faint. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go get the chocolate. We didn't have any cacao bars, so I'm just gonna use chocolate chips. That's pretty good. My husband loves a Sunday, and because it's Sunday, we every Sunday have to do something very Sunday-ish, Sunday brunch-ish. We just went in the pool. This is my new suit, by the way. I look so like a Karen in this suit. Like, tell me I don't look like I'm about to ask for the manager because my strawberry daiquiri didn't have enough strawberries in it. Like, this is the most Karen bathing suit, but I like it. Anyway, it's such a mom suit. I think I started to get a little burnt, so I came inside to start our Sunday fun day. We had smoothies, we had pool time. Sundays are very important to my husband, that he has a good Sunday. We're gonna make BLTs, so I'm gonna get out my Bacon Master that I had for my testing Amazon products. I'm telling you, that video was so fun to do, and I love all of the products. Almost all of them. I didn't like the ice cream maker. Anyway, go watch it if you haven't, but time to get my Bacon Master. Also, to any of you who watched my video reviewing all these products, I gave this a 7 out of 10. And the reason I did that is because I thought it was gonna be really hard to clean, and it's actually not. It's super, super easy. So I take back my review. I also thought it was big and bulky and hard to store. It's not. It's actually pretty compact, but it catches all the baking grease down here and in this little tray, and then you just remove this tray, and it's really easy to get the grease out once it's dried. And the actual thing that the bacon cooks on, you just wipe down with a napkin. It's super easy cleanup. I actually retract my statement that it was a 7 out of 10 because that's why I gave it that. I knocked a few points down. So we actually love this thing. And I did see a bunch of people saying like, why don't you just bake it in the oven, like bake your bacon. I'm gonna try that. We never have done that. We've always done a frying pan, but everyone was like, don't use this Baconator thing, use an oven. For now, we're using the Baconator thing, okay? Okay, I know you guys are all probably really sick of watching me tie-dye, but I have these leftover tie-dyes that I wanna get rid of, and I have a white apron that I wanna tie-dye. I obviously will still use like my main apron that I got for Mother's Day, but in case that one's ever too dirty, or if like, I don't know, I'm painting or doing an art or craft with Flynn, I feel like that might be a better option. So the only colors I have left are like dark colors, like browns, dark blue. I also have like a pale yellow orange. So I only have like kind of gross colors left. So who cares? I might as well use them because you don't want a white apron because like it'll get really dirty really fast. So I know I'm sure you're all sick of watching me tie-dye, but that's what I'm about to do, okay? It literally won't work. It's like not the right type of material. It won't soak into it at all. Oh no. This is wild. Look, it just like falls right off. Like it won't soak in at all. I even like doused the whole thing in water. See the water down here? And the water won't even soak into the material. Okay. Total bust town, USA. Never mind. What a freaking bust. Hi guys. So it is time to make dinner. Are you guys just so sick of me? This is just a cooking channel. Like literally my cousin the other day was like,
so are you doing a quarantine cookbook? What's going on?
because I literally, all I do is film myself cooking food. Oh, that's basically all I do. I'm making a chicken casserole. I've taught you guys how to make this before, so I'm not gonna bother doing it again, but it's really good. It's a classic in this house. I almost just started telling you the ingredients, so I'm not gonna do that, but it's really delicious. I can't help myself. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I just feel weird like making dinner and not, I just feel like it's part of quarantine now, so I'll try to do it different than I usually do it. I'll just show you what I'm doing and I'll put the ingredients on the screen. So even though I've taught you this already, this is really good. And I know a lot of you have made it. You've sent me pictures on Twitter of you guys making this casserole, but I'm just gonna show you. So far, I've only just put the chicken in and the corn in, and I cooked the chicken in my crock pot for a few hours. Like 2 huge chicken breasts, essentially, and a can of corn. Usually I do corn on the cob because it's more delicious. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so I start off with 2 chicken breasts that are pretty large that I have cooked and shredded, and then I add a can of corn, or I usually like fresh corn, but this is what I had. Then I put in a can of cream of condensed chicken soup, and then I add about a cup of sour cream, and that looks really gross. And then I add like half a cup of mayo, again, that looks really gross. Then I mix all that together, and then I shred about 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese and put that in. Then I take about a cup of rice and I put it at the bottom of my baking dish. Then I put in the steamed broccoli. I love broccoli, so I put in a lot. This is probably about 2 cups, maybe a little more. And then I put the chicken casserole mixture on top of that. I gently fold it in with the broccoli because I don't like when broccoli gets all like shredded and really tiny. I like big old chunks of broccoli. So that's why I fold it in kind of nicely. For the topping, you can use any kind of breadcrumbs, but I typically grab some croutons and I crush them up. These are like a garlic Italian herb kind, and I like it because they have extra seasoning on them too for extra flavor. So I always pick like a fun flavored crouton and I crunch them up, and then I sprinkle that on top, and then I sprinkle more cheese on top of that, and I put it in the oven at 350 degrees for like 15-20 minutes, just until it looks brown and cooked again. This is what it looks like. So the casserole is in the oven at 350 degrees for like however long. I kind of just eyeball it and see when it starts to get like crunchy and crispy on top, and then it's done. So everything in it is cooked. It's just needs to warm and get melty. So that's in there, and Eric has requested Cheddar Bay biscuits as well. So I just made those and threw those in the oven. So it's a very cheesy dinner tonight. There's a lot of cheese in the casserole. There's a lot of cheese in the biscuits. So we're having a cheesy night, a very cheesy night. I'm into it. I'm excited. I can be cheesy. My quarantine cookbook, I need to add more recipes in here. Some things I go off memory, and then some things I put in here. The casserole was from memory, but the Cheddar Bay biscuits I needed to look up. That's my little cookbook right over there. It's time to do dishes. I just had a bite. It's freaking delicious. This is what the casserole looks like. It's all melty and gooey. And this is what the biscuits look like, and they're so good. Oh my God. By the way, I put measurements and stuff on the screen, but I eyeball this, so my measurements could be kind of off. It also is like kind of to your taste. Like if you like it creamier, if you like it more dense, if you like more broccoli, or if you like more chicken, you know, it's whatever you want, just add more of. So like we like a lot of cheese, we like a lot of broccoli. So that's usually the ratios I kind of lean towards, so.
You do you, boo.
That's the fun about cooking, is you do whatever you want. Everyone's tastes are different. Guys, I've converted him.
What did I do?
He likes TikTok.
Well,
I'm so
what was
proud
I
of you.
What was I saying about it? Why is it good?
It's nice because all the other apps basically are just negative and sad and bad news and just yuckiness.
Which is important. Well, it's important to like know what's going on. The world is sad right now. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not like ignoring it.
No. Yeah, the world is sad. It's important to know what the news is saying, and it's sad out there right now. So it's nice to have something on your phone that's not sad. It's nice to have something on your phone that's just silly and fun and makes you laugh. It's like nice to like go on one of your apps on your phone and just like laugh.
People taking all that energy and doing something
Fun and creative.
and yeah.
Yeah, so we did a TikTok together tonight. We did 2 actually. It was very fun.
You're so cute.
You're so cute. sweet. I love you. Oh, I am a sleepy mother trucker. I am so excited because I'm gonna go to bed and then I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do tomorrow and then the next day. My parents are coming and my brother, Trent. And I'm so excited. I have not seen my family. I have not hugged my family. This whole quarantine, my sisters come over twice for social distance visits. So we stayed like 10, 15 feet apart the whole time and we're outside. She hasn't come in the house. But I've stayed completely indoors except for a couple of walks. And so is everyone here. And so have my parents, my brother, so they can come and they're gonna come stay for a few days. And I'm so excited because Flynn hasn't seen them and he's gonna see them and they get to like hang out and play and like, oh my God, my mom was here so much for the first year of Flynn's life. So they had such an amazing bond and friendship and love and just like an amazing grandma-grandson relationship. I don't think she ever went more than like 2 weeks without seeing him. And now it's been, I think it's been about 2 months. I don't know, I can't do time. But I can toot. I'm really excited. Yeah, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Tuesday, they're coming. I'm very excited. I'm gonna get some work done and edit, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm very tired. I'll see you guys tomorrow.